I mean, shit, man. Now that you brought it up, should we move to Thor? You seen it, right, Tori?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, man. No spoilers,
Ah,
please. I'll see it
Tori, what
eventually.
That was
happened?
that was the whole point of this session.
We thought
Nah,
you
man,
seen
I
it.
ain't seen that shit.
I mean, why
Hell,
not?
What
What's
Darcy
holding you
at?
back?
I'll see it eventually. I didn't care about it. The trailers didn't look that good.
All right,
what?
non-spoiler review, man. You could probably wait until it's out on the man.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to want to watch it, but you should have watched it by now for sure. The next
Yeah,
ones you gotta watch is Nope and the Bullet Train one.
fuck, man, and those are coming up. We
Yeah,
watching Nope
so
next week.
yeah, and then Bullet Train, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You know, there's
But
we could do a
basically,
non-spoiler one. We can do a
yeah,
non-spoiler review.
I'm down for
Yeah,
that.
I
If
mean,
Tori's
Yeah.
ultimately,
cool.
bro, it's
I
MCU
mean,
went full fucking MCU, man. They went full MCU.
it was too much Taika Waititi. It was too much him. Like I didn't
Mm,
think I knew that I didn't think I'd ever get to the point where I'm like it's too much him because I seen some of his movies and like I loved all of them like so far like Jojo Rabbit, Hunt for the Wilder People, like all that shit. Fucking Jojo Rabbit was fucking like I think that
what they
Jojo
do in the
Rabbit did
shadows?
some, huh?
What they do in the shadows?
Oh well, yeah. What they do in the shadows, fucking like that shit still has me laughing. Like the TV show, I don't know how involved he is. I don't think that much anymore. Like I think he does some episodes, but like basically Jojo Rabbit kind of. I was gonna bring it up because it's like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it touches with comedy and like sadness. You know, it's touching with the like Nazis. Like yeah, you're following a German like Nazi little kid, but you're following him in the war when the Nazis are losing, like, and they're just hearing propaganda of, like the propaganda that Nazis were supposedly winning, that they were making everyone back down, and that everyone was like cowering at the power of the Nazis, and then it turns out that like they're actually losing, that fucking Hitler was already retreating to his bunker and all that bullshit. But anyways, the tone in that movie was like serious, yet they fit a lot of jokes in it. But with like Love and Thunder, it was like it felt serious, but not really. Like they didn't
Bro,
know.
it was a full-on comedy, man. It was a legit just a comedy.
But they try to fit in serious moments, and
Yeah,
that's the
but
thing.
by the
They
time
don't
you're
hold
like
any
get to this,
weight.
right? By the time you get to them, you're not even invested. By like, oh shit, they're being serious. Like, fuck. Well,
I thought it was a joke.
anyways. Then 5 minutes later, they go back to their fucking jokes, and you're like, well, I can't take this seriously if you're not gonna take this seriously. It's like like let's put this in chef terms, right? That you have a recipe and you just had too much fucking comedy. You hardly had any fucking character development. You hardly had any fucking story. It was just almost a similar tone, and then you just changed Thor to be a fucking idiot. Like dude, like you've seen even like honestly, like I didn't think Dark World was that bad of a movie. I thought it was pretty decent.
I
And
thought this was kind of like, cause I could rewatch one, I could rewatch two. Like you said, it's not that bad, but like this one, I'm like, I'm good off for a while. And it's kind of weird because like Ragnarok's still one of the like I could watch Ragnarok right now and I'd probably have a good time.
yeah, dude, it's like Ragnarok's pretty fucking good. That's like you had character development for Thor's character. Maybe they just don't know what to do with Thor right now. Maybe that's why they want to like kind of shift over with like Jane,
I
for
think
example. But
I think I'm seeing a shift in like where they're going with that they're like using the established heroes as mentors and slowly moving them that way, or like moving them off the table completely so that they're able to just say, oh, you know what, like Kamala Khan, yeah, she's gonna be one of the strong ones now. Oh yeah, Monica Rambeau, she Miss what's her fucking name? Like Marvel, like Nova, whatever the fuck she wants to call herself. It's like all these people that are coming in are gonna be the powerhouses, and like I think Thor, they're kind of keeping him in his movies where it's just kind of like dealing with the cosmos and other shit. Like I think that they were doing. I thought it was in a good direction that they were heading with it, but like that was in Ragnarok. With this, it just kind of felt like, all right, we wanna have a rom com, a team rom com. It felt like a parody movie. Like it went from like somebody saying something serious to like, oh yeah, but like somebody has an awkward moment here, or like another thing that I found pretty stupid is like I kept chuckling at it, but the repeated jokes is it's just like, all right, once was enough, twice was funny, the third time you're kind of losing me. Okay, the fourth time is more annoying than anything. Oh shit, you did it again. I mean, this time it was kind of funny, and it's just like every time the joke gets repeated or the story kind of like tries to change tones, or they try to kind of establish an actual like story, because I feel the story was all over the place. It just kind of was just like, oh no, Taita has to make a joke, or Korik has to make a joke, and Korik also kind of like got annoying in this one, like, which I thought I was not gonna get annoyed of him, but like once I realized that he kind of talks the whole movie, it's just like, oh, okay, you're gonna be here the whole time. Like, you're not just here for the beginning of it. You're gonna be like an actual cast member the whole time. All right, I guess. I guess. But yeah, he kind of like overstays his welcome.
So I think we talked about this after the movie ended. Like Phase 4, I think essentially it's just planting its
Setting up.
seeds for like the future, and which is cool. I get that, but like at the expense of like I thought this is what the shows are supposed to be about. Planting their seeds, and not like necessarily the movies. But it just I don't know, man. I got kind of like I mean, there's good. You're definitely it's so. If you watch the movie the first time, you're definitely gonna be entertained. There's actually like Russell Crowe, for example. Fuck, I mean, you cannot fucking hate Russell Crowe. Fucking Russell Crowe does anything he fucking does is gold. But it's just I don't know, man. At some point, you're like, dude, it fucking felt like Christian Bale. It was like in a different fucking movie. They shot his fucking scenes completely different, and then they just fucking cut them together. Because it felt like
Yeah,
he was in a different fucking movie. Like he was actually taking this shit seriously.
and that's how like what I've been saying. That it's like, yeah, it feels like sometimes when they're establishing something, it immediately gets killed by like somebody making a dumb joke, and it's like, dude, like, you, all right, Love and Thunder, it's not God Butcher, but like it's Love and Thunder, and you're using the God Butcher. Well, like, let him butcher some gods. Like, god
Yeah,
damn it.
someone
He didn't
I
kill
was talking.
nobody. He didn't F somebody up. What?
Killed like
He
one
didn't shoot
Uh
fucking
nobody.
person. You
he
got
he
you killed
killed
the you,
he killed a couple of gods, but it happens off screen. You're just kind of like
Oh
you're following
man.
Thor as he investigates the, kind of like in the comic. Like, Thor sees the bodies of the dead gods, but he's able to find survivors in the comic, or he's able to kind of like, you could tell the story what happened here. They were dragged, like, an arm is over there, a leg is over here. This guy was obviously like cut in half and dragged from one side of the room to the other. This guy was hanged in meat hooks. But like in the movie, you're just seeing them on a screen. Like, okay, somebody's telling you these gods are dead. You see a couple of dead bodies, like one or two gods are shown, but like you don't see a butchery. You see a dead god. You don't see a torture scene. Uh, you don't see much of like what gore is supposed to be, and it's like, all right, people are like gonna say, don't try to, like, think about them like the comic book versions of them, like don't try to compare them. But it's like, all right, then why not just use a different villain? Why try to sell it on gore when it's not gore? Like, this isn't a God Butcher story. Then you should have changed the fucking main bad guy. It could have been any other fucking bad guy, and it could have fucking worked. Like, it just felt like gore was just thrown in there because they knew people were gonna go see it because they were gonna be interested in the God Butcher. Like, they built a lot of their hype on it, and he was barely in the movie.
and when
Like,
the little parts he was really good.
yeah, he
I
owned
like
every scene he was on. I
there
wanted
was
more of
like
him.
there was some like Joker elements I felt he had. Like very chaotic. Kind of like character and uh like dude like yeah I was talking to someone about this where dude, he's called the God Butcher, but you only like see him like on screen shank like one guy, and that's it. And you're like, you're a God Butcher,
Oh
like,
no,
bro.
no. And then out of the couple of people that he did stab, like, most of them lived. Like, the ones that you see on screen get shanked. It's like, oh yeah, later they just kind of put on the shelf. Like, we just wanted to put these people out of the shelf for the final showdown so that it could be Thor versus Gore, and it's like, all right, like, I mean, okay, we know that you're not gonna write these characters off, so why lie? But I
It's
think that they fucked it up. I think they that it was to me. I just keep thinking about it. That's like some of the jokes are like they felt old. They felt like we were watching like a scary movie or like a bad copy of a scary movie, and it was like a
well,
parody of like superheroes.
yeah, like I said, like it's essentially MCU's version of their scary movie, but MCU, and just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if this was a Taika Waititi problem or just an MCU problem because MCU's been having this kind of issues for a long time. Granted, they haven't been fucking, they haven't been up to
This
this
bad.
scale, but this bad. But I mean, I
I think
mean,
there's a
I
pretty
think
bad
we're just
fuck up.
we're bashing on it pretty bad. I mean, there's things that I liked, there's things that certain
Well, I mean,
like
there's
serious moments,
non-spoiler one. It's pretty hard to like get into what you like without spoiling it. It's like,
I
but
mean,
I like the
but I mean,
colors. I
like,
mean,
Yeah,
if
what about
anything.
Doctor Strange though? Did you guys think that one had the same problem?
Oh, nah, I actually like Doctor Strange. I just
no,
rewatched it.
I just like Doctor Strange more. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I
And
kind of
there's a
thought it
couple.
was minimal with the multiverse stuff. Like, it could have had a little bit more. I thought that like Scarlet Witch could have been like, it's for kids at the end of the day because kids are gonna go watch it. But like, I wish it would have been a little bit bloodier or some of the rumor scenes should have just been in them. Like, I don't know if you heard the rumor that in the beginning she was supposed to have killed Mordo, and she was supposed to present like Doctor Strange with Mordo's like head, and like that was supposed to happen when she drops the illusion of the orchid, of the apple orchid, and like basically she was supposed to show him like the decapitated head of Mordo and like the body hanging from a tree in the back or something like that. And I think that the concept was out there. They just thought it was too grim for it. But it's like it's the Scarlet Witch. Go full on out. Like the bitch is crazy.
He fucking shredded fucking Captain. I mean, Mr. Fantastic on screen. I don't see how you couldn't done that.
Bro, they
But
kind
I
of
think
Yeah,
I think MCU is doing a lot of fan service right now, and I don't know. I mean, for people like like casual fans, I'm sure they like Thor. There's a lot of people that did like it. It's just, I mean, if you want to, like some fucking character development story, some like
yep,
story, you're not gonna fucking get it. Like that whether you think that's
yep.
a spoiler or not. I mean, I'm telling you straight up. I mean,
nah.
again, there's things
That's
to
straight
like.
up the truth.
My
Like
problem
I
is
like.
like what? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like certain things that I like were like certain concepts that they talk about like and I think like whether it's like religious kind of like ideas how they kind of make fun of it. I thought it was pretty fun to do that but and there's certain things that I mean I like certain things but I don't know there's like I don't have any like standout moments where I was like yeah I want to rewatch this like movie just particularly whether it's like this action scene or maybe some visuals like I didn't really have none of that with this movie to be honest. It felt like it was
Yeah.
more catered to the younger audience.
Yeah, yeah. I think that
See,
I think it's one of the worst endings in any MCU movie I've ever seen. And like,
damn, even Iron Man like 2, 3, Thor
dude,
2, even like that.
ok,
Just
I
say
mean,
yeah or no.
you know how like Infinity War and like Endgame kind of end up with like a big battle scene,
Yeah,
but it's like the battle scene has is established characters, their powers, everything. Like you pretty much been with these people with the whole like for a couple years, like we know these people for like everything they can do. So the ending for this one is just kind of like they try to have a big battle. It's just it doesn't work with what they did. It was very stupid. It was shoehorned in, and then it like everything about this movie kind of raises more questions about like, all right, well, if we could have just done this, and if Thor knew about this, then why the fuck didn't he do it when Thanos showed up, or why the fuck didn't he like think about
correct.
this the like 5 years that people were gone, like there's different things that are brought up that it's just like, all right, well, Doctor Strange has that question where it was like, is like was that really the only option? And it's like, yeah, that was the only option, but it's like, apparently not. Like if you need
Let's
fucking Thor, apparently not.
let's just say Shazam did a better job at what Thor was trying to do.
And see,
I
now I
mean,
think with
Shazam
the
only had one.
MCU, especially like Doctor Strange, is yeah, there's no character development, man. Like I wanted like at no point in Doctor Strange did we ever get like where his head was at. Like this dude was blipped for how many years, right? And then he just
Four or
didn't help
five.
Spider-Man out, and they damn near broke the damn universe. Like what does he what the hell does he want out of life now? Like what does he want to do? What does he want to be? And the movie was just too quick. Like I wanted to spend like 10 minutes just him trying to figure out where he's at, but they just kind of threw you into the action a bit.
I mean, yeah, I think that like with Doctor Strange, they kind of focus more on like moving America Chavez and introducing her than like, yeah, this is like Doctor Strange movie. It didn't really feel like that. It could have, could have been an American Chavez thing, but like it they
You
needed
know
a
that movie
vehicle.
that's not gonna sell tickets.
Yeah, because no one
Yeah,
knows who the
that's not
fuck
gonna
that
sell tickets.
is. Like I didn't
Yeah,
know who the fuck American Chavez
pushing,
was.
fucking pushing an agenda, blah blah blah. You know how it goes.
All these feminists. We need more women on movies.